And now your first Warn 5 forecast, certified most accurate by Weather Rate.
All right, everyone, good Tuesday evening to you. Overwhelmingly, it has been a very pleasant Tuesday for the majority of us, but now if you're anywhere north and west of Saginaw Bay, you've seen some shower and thunderstorm activity pop up this afternoon, and while these storms are not severe, they are certainly putting down some heavy downpours and even some instances of hail. So let's dive into your forecast here tonight, starting you off with the contrast to those storms. Live look over downtown Flint, where you see a mix of clouds and sunshine, but if you look way up the bricks there, off in the far northwestern sky, you can make out this little wave of clouds that you kind of see there just past the weather ball. Those are actually the tops of those thunderstorm clouds that are way up to the northwest of the Flint area right now. So just more evidence that you anywhere in mid-Michigan should be keeping a watchful eye on your skies this evening. 79 the current temp in Flint. Dew points though still pretty low at 52, so it's a warmer but still not all that humid day, and a south-southwest wind coming in at about 6 miles per hour. But let's get to the active weather. On the first Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar, you see here tonight live from MBS this growing line now of pretty intense storms packing some torrential downpours anywhere from the west side of Oscoda through the Tawas City area. Actually, that'll be on top of you within about the next 15 minutes or so, trailing back through Whittemore and over toward Alger. This particular line of storms, as it continues off toward the south-southeast over the next half hour or so before crossing Saginaw Bay, is capable of producing up to pea-sized hail in addition to the usual suspects, the heavy rain, the frequent lightning. So if you're anywhere south really of Whittemore, Standish, Sterling, all gray, make sure you're heading for shelter now as those storms drift your way shortly. A little cell there blowing up right over Edenville with an intense downpour there. Some other embedded lightning strikes north toward the Gladwin area. Other cells bubbling up around Mount Pleasant as they continue off toward the southeast. So anyone in and around the Midland area, Linwood, and really toward the Tri-Cities area as a whole. Just be keeping a watchful eye on your northwestern sky here over the next hour to hour and a half, because while we still have the daytime heating, there's no reason to suspect that these storms won't fall apart as they work off toward the south-southeast. Lesser chances for you folks along I-69 and across the Thumb, but still, at least until we get past the daytime heating here, everybody again should be keeping a watchful eye on their skies tonight. Now on the first Warn 5 sky tracker here, I'm going to shift it into visible mode because you may have noticed not only before these storms came on in, not only was it a nice bright sunny day, but we had a nice deep blue color to the skies out there today. That's because for the first time in the last few weeks, really, we have been largely void of any of that atmospheric smoke from the western wildfires. However, with these arriving storms, you can see that that is changing. Anywhere you see this lighter gray appearance here across the north end of Lake Huron and back into the central United States, that's another round of that smoke that will be settling into our skies here in the next several hours. So while for many of us that may mean good news for a sunset here, it just means that those smoky conditions will return, and if you're especially susceptible to them, I don't think we're going to have major issues at ground level, but something to be aware of here over the next couple of days. Showers and storms continuing here in the early term on the first Warn 5 hour-by-hour forecast, but once we lose the daytime heating, they may hang on in a few spots as far out as about 11 p.m., but by midnight we're generally dry. Clouds will thin out from there, setting us off into a nice bright sunny start to our Wednesday. We'll watch for mostly sunny skies to continue through midday, and while I expect the overwhelming majority of our Wednesday to be dry, you see here in the afternoon, we may scare up an isolated shower or maybe even a storm. As for tonight, 59 the overnight low. After the early scattered showers and thunderstorms, we'll see decreasing clouds overnight, putting in that small chance for an isolated storm tomorrow, but otherwise mostly sunny, 82. Partly cloudy on Friday, 85. And then the heat and humidity set to return this weekend, David and Meg, with daily chances for storms and highs returning to the upper 80s by Sunday.